Hi friends, welcome to Testing Tutorials Point. This is Lokesh and today we are going to discussing about our Cypress interview questions and answers with the part 3. Okay, part 3 we are going to discussing. Okay, and here what are the things we are going to discuss. We'll see one by one. Each question I'm going to explaining one by one. Okay, I'll type here the question and then I'll explain the answer. Okay, first, what is trigger function in Cypress? Maybe they will ask you, not exactly they will ask you the question 100%, but maybe they will ask you the question, what is a trigger function in Cypress? Cypress is basically trigger function is like any keyboard functions when you are going to triggering, that is called trigger functions we can able to say call. Okay, it means you can trigger the function can be trigger function can be used to trigger any event on DOM element and DOM element, any element, any DOM element. If it is triggered, that is called a triggering function. Is basically when we can able to say like a cypress.get and we can able to pass any ID or a class name or any attribute, anything, just dot the trigger, and we are going to use for our operation. That is called triggering function. Like we can able to say move to element or mouse down, like anything we can able to say mouse down. This is also one function, and this function if you are using, that's called, it will trigger that particular mouse down option, or else like we can able to say mouse over or focus, we can able to say focus particular text box place or something you want to focus your cursor, then we can able to say this particular function. If you want to focus using that, you can able to trigger by using our trigger function. Okay, this may be asked you, can able to say the trigger function we can able to trigger any event on a DOM element. Okay, that's a simple answer for that. Okay, and second question is becoming like how can I use mouse over in a Cypress? How you can able to use, your Cypress does not offer any direct method to mouse over actions. Just now I told you, right? Here the triggering function. Okay, like this we have to use, but we don't have any function to mouse over, because if you are going to Python or Selenium, we have the actions classes, right? And there you can able to use the action class and you can able to perform mouse over or mouse drag and drop these actions you can able to perform. But when you use to Cypress, whenever you want to use mouse over, that we don't have any direct functions. Direct, we don't have, we doesn't have anything like doesn't have any direct actions. Actions we don't have. Okay, but we have the trigger function. We have the trigger function. Just now I told you that trigger function. Using this trigger event, we can able to use mouse over operation. How to use means we can able to copy paste the same action. Okay, and here we can able to use for mouse over. Then it will mouse over into that particular element. Okay, this is a second question. We can able to say there is no direct action into that any mouse or actions, but we can able to use trigger function or trigger event. Using that we can able to do it for our mouse or actions. Okay, you can able to give the example of this one. Okay, next one is how can I perform drag and drop in Cypress? Okay, drag and drop also we don't have any direct actions. Okay, we don't have any drag and drop actions like where to move and where to go. like that. We don't have anything for direct actions to perform, but we have something like trigger function. Using this trigger function, we can able to drag and drop on that particular location. How to use the drag and drop means we have some uh, concepts using like same thing. Okay, here you can able to say this is the one, and you can provide which element is the starting element, start element you have to pass here, then trigger application, and where you want to move mouse down, and there is an option mouse down. This mouse down action we need to use it, and then again we need to copy this one, and I'm going to use it for again mouse move, mouse move. And after that again I need to use one more function, that is the trigger only, that is mouse up. Using this we can able to do it for trigger like drag and drop actions. Okay, where to go and how to go, that location we need to specify it. Okay, and also we can able to use for x coordination, y coordination, and page pixel and all, we can able to use it, or else we can able to provide any actions here. Okay, any element also we can provide, but most of the time this is the operation we can able to use it. Okay, this is a drag and drop. Maybe in new versions maybe it is changed that actions drag and drop and all. Please check into the blocks, and based upon that block you can able to work. Okay, not the same, maybe a drag and this trigger function is mandatory, but other than the trigger, if you are passing the element set, these actions maybe it is changed based upon the version to version, maybe it will change that answers. Okay, please check the new versions what exactly it is presented. Yeah, and next question, how can I get location object in Cypress? If you want to get any location, which is the location right now, we have the which host it is presented, any particular location, and we can able to say we have a method called cy.location. This is a function we have, which one you want that particular element you have to pass it. If you want to host, you can able to provide, are you host name, which host name it is presented, which path name, like a path like a URL, and port, which port it is presented. These kind of things we can able to get it. Okay, by using like any kind of like a file is stored some location, you want to find that where the file it is presented, what type of file, this all the things under comes into this particular location path. Okay, and also we have another question. This says that how can filter the DOM element, how we can able to, Cypress offers a way to get a filter element. That means you can match a specific element against the DOM element whenever you want to select something proper element. We can say an example, you have UL. Okay, in the UL we have again L. Okay, this is L, it will close here. Okay, and the same thing one more time, like this. I have three L's, and I'm going to use for L is closed, UL is closed, but in this five element I want to find the list of one element. How to find it? Okay, in the DOM I need to filter these three elements, I need to find one of them, and we can able to use it our Cypress by using cy.get, and inside that we need to specify UL location. Okay, once you provide the location, and there we need to use a filter option. In the filter we can able to provide what type of concern it is presented. Okay, what type of service or something, what is the name of your li. Here you can able to say a and B, and here it becomes C. Okay, like this you want to filter this one, then you can able to use a filter brace, and you can single quotation colon contains, and you can provide your which li you want. I'm going to use for a. Okay, and I can close for my li, and again I'm closing this particular one. Okay, and here I can able to use first double quotation because we have already opened single quotation, and here we can able to use for should to whether it is presented or not, which you want to like, you can able to use for equals, you can able to use the equals, and you can provide for a is presented or not, like that also you can able to use. You can able to use the length of the file, anything you can able to use, and you can able to verify those elements by using this filter. This is basically it will take the path of that u, and inside that what is a l value, li value is presented. Based upon that it contains, it is verified, and it will going to assertion for that particular element of that. Okay, and next question is, how can I chain multiple assertions in Cypress? How to do? We can able to Cypress provide a way to change like assertion. If you want to validate more than one condition in your test, you can able to just add an chain concept, and you can able to validate. Means we can able to use for and operation, and option, and this action we can able to do for multiple assertion. I'm going to take for here only. Okay, if you want to add the same, like if you want to add the same location in multiple assertions, you can able to here, and again I can able to use for and I can able to provide my assertion, what type of assertion, whether it is uh it b dot visible. Okay, b dot visible I can able to use this also, it is valid. And if you want one more validation, I can use for and provide one more option. We what type of validation you want to do. This kind of things we can able to do multiple assertions in a single line. Okay, and another one is, this is most of the time they will ask you, because all the time in automation side they will ask you for that, how to handle window alerts in Cypress. This is a question most of the companies interview person will ask you, because of they want to know about how the Cypress can able to do it. Okay, in order to handle the alert or a browser pop-ups, we need to implement uncatched exception in our code. Then it automatically handles that alert. If it is not alert box, it immediately handles the, and click on OK always. Means our Cypress having, what will happen, you can able to, in case that particular alert is not able to handle, we can able to add some uncatched exceptions. Any method we can able to create for unhandled or uncatched exceptions in Cypress. Okay, we can able to do it in the pop-ups. By default of Cypress, if any alert is open, if any alert is open, by default it will click for OK. This is because of backend it is providing JavaScript, and the JavaScript by default it will accept for this alerts, window alerts. It will by default click for OK. Even I show you into when I'm doing for alert video, and that moment also I showed you. Okay, if you want to cancel or something, we need to manually, like we need to trigger something event to clicking stop OK button, then we need to do for click cancel button, right? By default it will handle. Okay, no need to bother about that. In case if you want to see something unhandled catchments, you can able to use for Cypress on, and there you can able to use caught colon exception, and you can mention for here error. What is the error become is this presented? There is two values we need to provide in the function. In runnable time we are going to use the function. Okay, the function we are opening the function and colon. Here we can able to write something code which is related to that, and we can able to use for return false. Okay, once we done this one, and we can able to do it for our Cypress or remaining opening, visiting, and getting all the things we can able to use it. Okay, and next question is how can I skip tests in Cypress? How can we how can I skip in my test in Cypress? See, there are a way we can able to skip our test cases like Cypress Mocho for framework internally. So we can use the Mocho dot skip function or dot only. These are the two functions we can able to use, and we can able to skip our functions. How to use these two means we can able to use for it dot only, and we can able to provide the test case creation time, and we can able to provide our test case which is a test case name, and we can able to create the function. Right, most of my test cases I created similar format of, okay, like this. Or you can able to, like if you want to use like skipping any function, we can able to use it dot only, then it is by default it will skip out of that. Okay, like, and also we can able to skip or describe skip. These are the two actions we can able to use it. Okay, skip is basically we can able to how it will be presented means describe dot a skip, and we can provide here title of that description, and we can able to provide the function, and we can able to open function and close function. Okay, and inside any function if you create, automatically it will skip the entire block of code. How many test cases you written, that all the scripts will be skipped inside that. Okay, no need to bother about it. So directly we can able to describe location to skip all the all the elements in that. Okay, and another question, it is become like considering like we can able to consider I have a table and a list of rows and data. How can I iterate and get the text from table cell, we can able to say cell. How can I get it from that? We can able to we can say that we have some for loops, and we can able to rotate, and we can able to get it right. How we can able to write it? I in the web table also I handled, I showed in that my previous videos. Please go through that web table handling by using Cypress. It will help you to understand how it will works on that. Okay, and here we can able to create a simple format that is called cypress.get, and here we need to provide for a table name, table, any kind of like class name or attribute, anything for identifying. And here we can able to use a get, and we can able to use for t body, and the t body, what are the things trs and tds you want to rotate your for loop, then we use this entire path and dot each dot each, and we need to create a function, and function inside the function we need to create a variable. Okay, that is called element or something, any name you can able to provide, and I'm going to create my function here. And here in the function we can able to say cy.log, and here I'm going to use for $el dot text. This is a function, it will use every cell value from a table, it will rotate, and we can able to get it for the result, each value we can able to get it. Okay, and next question, how can I execute JavaScript command in Cypress? How can I? We can able to say Cypress does not have any JavaScript command, since Cypress doesn't have used the Selenium WebDriver, because we saw about our Selenium driver, right? We saw about, right, how Cypress is working on that. Because of that, we are not going to use for JavaScript executor into our Cypress, because our Cypress is not working in a WebDriver concept. And then execution will command will directly for HTML tags. We can't able to use it by default. It will support JavaScript itself. Get the element in HTML DOM execution action in it. We are already seeing here, right? How we can able to for loop, and we can able to get it something. But if you want to get something element, which is the value we want to get something in that particular element, means we can able to use a similar format, not for the same. Just I'll copy paste and I'll modify that. Okay, then here we can able to provide then operation in the place of search then, and we can able to provide the element, and we can able to use for here to get the text of that particular web element. Okay, if you have n number of position, if you have something values are presented, we can able to use another one, like something you need to use it, and you need to print something the value, or also you can able to use get text is the one option we can able to verify. Okay, and anything we can able to use the same format, or if it is equal condition is presented by the particular DOM, the eval validation also we can able to say the same thing. Okay, this is all about for our advanced concept of Cypress interview question and answer. I'll update you one more video which related to another Cypress video. Okay, I hope you understand this video. Please like my video, please subscribe my YouTube channel, and don't forget to share your friends and colleagues. Thank you.